Very good morning to all of you. Okay, today we are going to see AutoCAD 3D. So coming to this AutoCAD 3D, if you are thorough with AutoCAD 2D, it is very easy for you people to understand it. Okay, so most of the commands will be similar. Very few commands are there which are different from 2D. So those commands I'll try to discuss first. Okay, and if any preliminary settings are required in order to proceed with your work, those things I'll try to help. I'll try to explain to you first. Then based on those inputs, you can able to. We will do some exercises. After that, you just practice it. Okay. So, and one more thing, I think whatever the commands we are learning here, most of the commands are similar to the software which you have learned. Creo also maybe similar. Okay. Right. So first, let me open a new drawing sheet. That is always as we are mechanical engineers. So always our work will be produced in terms of which units, units. So default sheet you need to select is AutoCAD ISO. AutoCAD ISO. So, but if you want to check one more time, you just cross check what is the command for that to check the units. Units is the command. So under that units, you just see here, what is the unit? It is present, millimeters, and keep the precision either default or 0.00. Okay. So first of all, actually, when you are working on 2D, so generally it will be something like this. So this is the window for 2D drawing. So if you can see here, there are commands, so many commands on this palette. Okay. So you have draw palette, construction palette, modify palette, layers palette, annotation palette, like the different palettes are there. So first, if you want to move it to 3D environment, that is 3D workspace, there are two options. One option is at the bottom on the customization bar, you can find a gear symbol. So there you have an arrow. You just click that arrow. There you can see mechanical structure, 3D basics, 3D modeling. So this is one way. By clicking this, you will move to 3D workspace. I think now you can observe there is a change in the palette, command option palette. Okay. So this is one way. The other way you can go to, like, again, let me go back to 2D. So if you want to go to workspace, again 3D workspace, always at the top you will find here mechanical. So here in this software, mechanical means it is 2D, default to 2D. So if you want to change this workspace to 3D, again here also. So these are the two ways you can move your workspace from 2D to 3D. Okay. So, and before you are going to start, you can see here first on this drawing space only, you can see at the left side top, first here top is there. The next one is 2D wireframe. What is this top? View control. Means there will be different views. As you are doing 3D, there will be different view controls will be there, like front view, top view, side view, and even isometric view also. If you just click this, you can see top view, bottom view, left view, right view, front view, back view, and also SW isometric, SE isometric, NE isometric, NW isometric. Okay. So all these things, options will be there. Okay. So next, what is this 2D wireframe? These are view style control. So different view styles will be there in AutoCAD 3D. So the one type is wireframe type. So other than that, you have different type: conceptual, hidden, realistic, shaded with edges, shaded of gray, sketchy, wireframe, X-ray. All these are different styles are offering by AutoCAD 3D. Means when you constructed your 3D diagram, if you want to present in wireframe model, So you can choose wireframe visual style. And if you want to present it in realistic model, you have to choose realistic. And if you want to show it in another way, like shaded shades of gray, so like that you can choose different types. This is one way of selection. The other way, here also you can see here, I think you can see here under view tab, you can have here, you just see by dropping this one, all these things. So conceptual, hidden, realistic, shaded with gray, shaded soft gray, sketchy, different types of visual styles. Okay, all these things we'll see. Okay, so this thing you need to understand it. Okay, so let me try to introduce the basic commands. So the basic commands here, most of the time you will be using in order to generate a 3D object is either you may use press pull command or extrude command. These are the two commands you are going to use, press pull and extrude. These are the two, okay, generally. And if you see in this panel itself, there are draw palette is there. Okay, under this draw, all these options which you know very well in 2D itself. Okay, you may use these commands in order to draw your 2D drawing. From the 2D drawing, we are going to generate 3D. So initially, most of the times you draw 2D. From the 2D, by using press pull or extrude or some other extra options, you are going to generate 3D object. Okay, so the basic drawing you are going to do by using basic commands which you have used in 2D. Okay, and also you have modify commands. What are the different types of modify commands are there in AutoCAD? Can you please list out some modify commands like copy, move, mirror, offset, next scale? So like that, you can have different types of modify commands. Those modify commands also we are going to use in order to generate the basic 2D drawing. So the first and foremost step for doing any 3D drawing is what? First, you need to do one of the 2D. From the 2D only, you are going to generate by using extrude. Most of the time, extrude or press pull command. And if you want to do some kind of like removing, like I have a solid is there. Let it be a hollow cylinder I want to produce. There are two different ways. So one way some people may do like, let it be, as you do not know anything. So what I do simply I produce a cylinder first. Within that cylinder, I would like to produce a hole throughout its height axis. So at that time, I may use a subtract option, solid subtraction. I think you may be, if you are already have some idea in Creo, you may be doing the same thing like that. And sometimes you have done individual entities of 3D. Like it is a complicated object. What you have done to make your work simple. So what you might have done some like first you have divided the entire 3D object into some number of parts. So what I do, first I will produce part 1, part 2, part 3. Then I would like to combine them. So I'll combine and finally I want to make it as a single object. So generally in 2D you used to do joining option, joining if it is 2D. But here you may use union. That is one option you may go. And also sometimes I would like to have in my drawing like only intersection part. Like there is solid 1, solid 2 is there. Both are combined. But I want to have the combined portion only, commonly shared portion of those two solids, solid A, solid B. I don't want anything extra. So at that time you can use one option. With that, you can separate that particular part only. Okay. And also sometimes you want to like, there will be a command called loft, like generally frustums. Frustum, do you know frustum? So frustum means like frustum of pyramid will be there. Frustum of cone will be there. So how exactly a frustum of cone will be there? There will be bottom face and top face will be made up of circle shape. Is it right? So how you are going to generate. So for such kind of in any 3D drawings, if you want to join one surface with another surface, then you may use loft command. And there is a pipe is there. I would like to design a pipe or a rod, but that rod is not straight. It has something like zigzag pattern. Okay, so I would like to generate some solid surface throughout that path. You can do it. First, you will define the path. Then to that path, you will give what kind of a cross-sectional shape, whether it is circular shape, whether it is triangular shape, whether it is square shape, whatever it may be the shape, you can fix it. Then with one click, you can generate the solid throughout the path of that line. Okay, and you can there will be some objects which are symmetrical about some axis. Like best example is, cylinder. Cylinder is one type of solid which is solids of revolution, comes under solids of revolution type. So how a cylinder is going to be generated? Simply a rectangle will be there. That rectangle, if I rotate for 360, then what solid I am going to generate? Cylinder. So like that, if you have such kind of thing, like which any object which is symmetrical about some axis, first I will try to fix the shape, the cross-sectional shape. So with the help of the cross-sectional shape, by using revolve option, there will be one option called revolve. With the help of that revolve, I can generate, like I would like to generate 360 degrees. I can generate. I don't want 360. I want only 90 degrees. I can. I want only 60. I can. So like that. So these are some of the options. And also as mechanical components, if you see, there will be something like always when you produce any object. So always we produce sharp edges. So generally we don't prefer to have sharp edges on our workpiece. So always we will try to make them smooth. So for that, either you may go with chamfering or you may go with, what is that, fillet. So how that options will be used here, those things also you can see. Okay, so and here if you see, what is this here? What is this icon? WCS icon. Okay, if you see here, actually now in which view my workspace is present? It is in top view. So if you keep your cursor at this corner, to just see, one thing is highlighting, to just see how exactly now the workspace has been set in isometric way. So this side, it is front view. And what is this side? Side view. Which side view? Left side view. Left side view. So generally this is called southwest isometric. Actually here, you just see now it has been changed to southwest isometric. So in southwest isometric, front view will be here, top view will be here, and left side view. So which view of the solid can be seen clearly, left or right? Left. You can see here, left. Here it is clearly showing. Like that, if I click this corner, this side, this one will be southeast isometric. You just see now, the front view is here, this side. Front view is this side. Right side view or left side view? This is right side view, top view. So based on your drawing, you have to select which one you need to. Yeah. So here, everyone, please. So this icon will help you. Like this also you can choose whichever the view you want to construct. Like if I want to make isometric, SE isometric, then I'll click this corner, simple corner. If I want to go to SW isometric, I'll click this corner simply. Okay, right? So if I want to draw the any information in top view means simply I'll click here. Now the workspace has been set into which view? Top view. So whatever I'm going to draw, that will be appearing top view. Okay. So how it is going to be helpful, you will also control. Okay. So let it be simply, I'll try to do a simple things. With the help of that, I'll try to explain some of the commands which are new to AutoCAD 3D, new in AutoCAD 3D. Okay. Not available in AutoCAD 2D, only available in AutoCAD 3D. So let it be, let me draw a circle. Okay. Sorry. First of all, before that, let us set the limits. We haven't set the limits. We have set only what units. So 0, 0. Next, let it be 297. Next, 210, which is A4 dimensions. If I want to go to workspace, what is the option? Z, enter, A, enter. So now this is the workspace which I have set the limits. That is 297, 210. Okay. So let it be. I have constructed a circle with 50 radius. So I would like to produce a cylinder. Simple object I have taken. So first it is, this circle is visible in which view? As per my drawing, it is top view. Okay. I can generate anything vertical cylinder only. Okay. So vertical cylinder means first you just change this view. Instead of top view, let me change to SW isometric. Now there is a change. So now I would like to extrude this. Okay. Or press pull. You just see when you use press pull command, if you want to generate the solid, you just keep the cursor inside of the drawn portion. Anything. Then only it will highlight the portion which you want to extrude. Okay. You just see now, as soon as I keep the cursor inside of the circle, it is highlighted. The circular portion is highlighted. Just let me click this. You just see. Just click, and if you want to move, increase the height of the cylinder in whichever the direction you can. Okay. So let it be some 80. So now I constructed a simple solid, which is cylinder. So this is wireframe visual style. Let me show all different types. So instead of that, conceptual, how exactly it is going to be look like. Next, if you want to hidden, means when you select this visual style, which will not show hidden information, which will show only visible information. So actually 2D wireframe, you just see how exactly you are clearly seeing bottom circle, top circle, and these edges. Okay. But when I choose hidden, bottom circle, is it visible completely? No. So means whichever is going to be visible thing in isometric direction, isometric view, sorry, that only it is going to represent or show to us. Okay. So like that, the different visual styles you can choose from here based on your interest. And also, if you want to change the properties of this, like PR, so immediately it will give this tab. So here you can change the color of the object. Okay. Right. So just see now, I think it is not changed. It has to be changed now. I think shades of gray will not show the color. gray color only. It will show default gray color only, even if you change the properties. But in different style, you can see the color which we have set. And also you can assign some material also to this. There will be extra thing you need to do. Which type of material it should be, like brass or steel or cast iron or different. There will be set of materials will be available. So if you choose that type of material, it will appear like that material. In reality, how copper looks like, you know, like that. If I give a material type is copper, so it will show like copper material. If you want to more specify. Okay. And let me show now what is the difference between actually extrude is there. Okay, first we'll see extrude. So what is the, again, let me give 50. Okay, so let me choose extrude. For extrude, if you keep the cursor inside of the object which you have drawn, it will not highlight. So what you need to select, click on the surface which you have drawn. Okay, enter. After that, let it be 50. What is the difference? Have you observed one basic difference? How press pull command is going to be work, how extrude command is going to be work. Okay, got the idea? So let me show another difference between these two. Okay, so for that, what I do simply, first I'll try to draw line, polyline command I have taken. So please switch on ortho. What is the shortcut for ortho? F8. Yeah. So let it be 100, 100, 100, 100. Okay. Let me keep another thing. Okay. What is that? Another square only I'll construct. Let it be 25, 25, 25, 25. Okay, let me move this. I'll keep this one center. I'll match with this center. Okay, so I would like to produce some object from this which will have halo, which is going to have halo. So halo, hole, sorry, halo surface or hole. That hole is, I defined already, it's a square hole. If I use extrude, what happens? You just see. What is happening? So it is selecting entire thing and you are producing solid, complete solid. Instead of this, so for if I want to make a hole for extruded object, I need to do one more extra step. But without doing that extra step, by using press pull, you just see. You just see now, what is the difference? See, directly you produced object with hole. So now, based on this input, you need to decide when you have to go to extrude, when you have to go to press pull. Very specific. If you can generate this kind of object with extrude also. For that, what I need to do? First, I need to generate a complete solid. On that, I'll fix one shape, cross-sectional shape. What is the cross-section shape of the hole? Then I'll fix. From that, I'll remove the material. So too many steps. Instead of that, you can do like this. There will be some cases where you have to do whatever the procedure just now I have told you. But most of the cases, you can minimize your work by knowing the difference between press pull as well as extrude. Okay, so got this right? Extrude you can use here. Extrude means there are two different ways. I already told you, na. What is extrude? You just see here. Creates a 3D solid or surface by extruding a 2D or 3D curve. Both are almost same function, but a little bit difference. That's all. But the difference you need to understand when you need to use, you need by practice only you'll get. Okay. So what is the press pull key? What is the definition he has given? Bounded areas. Okay. But I'll let you know clearly by doing one exercise. I'll show. Okay. What is the difference between these? So now I'm going to show another two like three commands, that is loft, revolve, sweep. Okay, loft, revolve, sweep. So first let me show loft. I think here itself it is clearly, it creates a 3D solid or surface in the space between several cross sections. Means when you have different cross sections, through those cross sections, if you want to generate a solid, then you can use this particular loft command. So simple, as you already told, one of the thing is frustum, let it be frustum object. So something like you have two different cross sections. Those two different cross sections may be either same type or different type. So frustum of a cone means there will be same type of cross sections will be there, one at bottom and one at top. So you just first you just see this type, and let me show if you have different cross sections, not only circle, circle with square, how it is going to join the, how it is going to generate the solid. Okay, right? So for that, let me use again polyline command. So let me take 80, 80, 80. So again, repeat 30. I'll take first, I'll move this object here. Then I'll try to move this object vertically up. Move. How much? Let it be some 80 distance. Okay. Now there are two surfaces. So I would like to generate a solid. That solid should connect these two surfaces. So at that time, you can use loft command. If you come across this kind of thing in your drawing, then you can make use of loft command. So click loft. So what exactly it is asking us to select cross sections in lofting order. So first, this is the first one. This is the second one. You just see a solid. పైనుంచి కింది చేయొచ్చు, కింది నుంచి పైకి చేయొచ్చు. Okay, move option, simple move option. Control Z unda, select చేసుకో, M, enter. You want to move. So if you want to move vertically up, means obviously you need to switch on ortho option. If you do not switch on ortho option, it may move inclined or any direction. So that is the reason always when you are moving vertically up, please switch on ortho option, then select the center. So how much distance you want to move, you just specify. Let it be, if you want to move 70. Okay, just use loft command, enter. Cross sections you need to join, so cross section. Okay, right? So okay, that is what I'll show now. Okay, so now let me take so first let me change this one. Control Z. Yeah. Let me take another cross section, that is a circle. Let it be. C, enter. So the circle diameter is, let it be radius 20 LU. Okay. So this one again, I'll bring it to here. Then I'll try to move this up. How much? Let it be 100. Okay. So now you just see loft, how exactly it is going to work. 1, 2, 3. Like this also you can. Okay. So when you are come across these kind of things, down, square. Okay. Move. You're asking me to remove that. Okay. We'll see what we also don't know. Simple. There won't be any this type. Simply it has joined. So all these things you will come to know what type you want to join. So based on your drawing type only, what type of surface you want to generate. Okay. Right. So this is the command is what? Which command? This is loft. Okay. Next, let me show next command, that is revolve. So revolve is nothing but that is what I have told you now. So if you have a symmetrical type of object which is symmetrical about an axis, then simply you fix the shape, then you just select that shape and generate. So simply let me try to show that one. Let it be some 100 long line. I'll fix. So what I do is simply a random shape, 25. Okay. This is front view now. Sure. Or here also you can change front. I'll keep front. Okay. So what I do is by taking polyline option, I'll generate randomly some shape here. Okay. So let me go to, let me use this revolve option. Okay. Enter. It is asking the axis. So let it be 220. Just see what exactly is this option. So generally you come across in most of the objects, sometimes they will be symmetrical about an axis. So then you can make use of this option. So first you need to create the profile under the shape, cross section shape. So let me, this is one cross section shape I created. So what we are doing, simply we are using revolve option. So what exactly it is asking, if you do not know anything, you just read the what exactly it is asking us to do. So what exactly it is asking us to select the object to revolve. So this is the thing. After that, you simply press enter. After that, specify axis start point. So this is the reference axis for us. So start point and end point. You just see now, let it be, if I want to keep this as 120 degrees, only 120 degrees. If I want to make it 360, you can make 360. If you want to make it any angle, you can make use of this revolve option. more than 360 again. Mala starting it will match with that. I don't think so. It doesn't make any sense. It will not, okay. As you told, we will try to give some input which is more than 360. What exactly is going to throw, we'll see. అదే నాకు కూడా తెలియదు, నేను ఎప్పుడు అంత తెలివిగా చేయలేదు. Now let's do. Okay, నువ్వు అన్నట్టు let me give some ఎంత, ఓకే 370 ఇద్దాం అంతే. Up to 360 only it will take. So if you want to remove anything, what is the need of doing 360? So how much you want to keep, that much angle only will give. Okay, so no need of doing that extra job. So that is what. So it will take any value. If you give more than also, it will take default 360 and it will complete the solid. That's all. Okay, anything if you give less than 360, that much only it will try to generate the solid. దానికి ఈ ఆప్షన్ కాదు, స్వీప్ చేయొచ్చేమో కానీ, బట్ థ్రెడ్ జనరల్ గా చేయాలి అంటే మాత్రము ఫస్ట్ యూ నీడ్ టు క్రియేట్ దట్ ప్రొఫైల్. హెలికల్ అని ఉంటది. ఓకే, okay, so this is simple command called what? Revolve. Now sweep. Here another thing. So when you are going to use sweep means you're going to use sweep command. Like generally, if you want to generate a solid along a certain path, define some path. So throughout the length of that path, you want to generate some rod, like circular rod. Then you can use sweep option. So how exactly, you just see now. Let me take give left. Okay. Okay, so I'll give simply, I put some path. Throughout this path, I want to generate a rod, circular rod. So what you need to do, first I define the path. Okay, so I'll define the shape. What is the shape? Circular shape. So 10 I'll give radius. So what you do, simply sweep option you take, select objects to sweep. This is the object. Next, sweep path. Okay, I made it. Wait. I'll join first this. I draw simple line. Okay. Sweep. So, okay, so like this you can generate. Okay, Do you know blue selection? What is blue selection? What is blue and green green selection? Yeah, if it cuts partly any object also, it will get selected. But blue, if you want to select anything, entire thing has to be selected, covered by that blue space, then only. Okay. So when you have to use blue, when you have to use green, based on your understanding and practice, will come to. Okay. Next. Now, let me simply, if you want to cylinder, just now you have seen cylinder by using press pull command and what is that? Extrude command. Direct cylinder, if you want to generate, this is the direct option. Specify center. What I am going to do, you just see 50. Okay. So this is 70. I'll keep. And I'd like to draw a cone. Cone. 40. 60. Okay. So just see now. Now, this is one object. This is another object. Is it correct? So if you want to combine these two, which option you will use? Joiner. Let's use join. Will it work? Join will work only for 2D, not 3D. Okay. Group means you cannot work anything. So let it be, instead of that, let me use union. There is one option called union. So what you need to do, ION. Okay. Union. So what are the two objects you want to union? So now you just see single object. Okay. Right. So this is union. And let me, if I want to separate again, I want to make it as individual objects. What will you do? I think in 2D, like a polyline has been constructed. Polyline means which is combination of end lines. If you want to make that polyline as individual lines, what you do? Break or explode? Do you know explode? Like you just see now. Which option I am using? Just see polyline. It's a single entity. Let me select enter line. EX. Explode. What happens? Individual entities it will become. Okay. So this is one option generally we use in order to make a combined object into different. Okay. So diniki, let it be. I also do not know, but let's apply explode. What happens? Huh? Break a point and just you can break at a particular point only. Those many times say second it easy kada. And if you want a specific location to be break, then go with the break. Ardhamainda? So నీకు ఇందాక continuous lines ఉన్నాయి. A continuous lines ni, if you want to break it like individual lines, instead of selecting endpoints, one at a time you can do. But instead of that, you can use this one, na? Explode option, which is easy. Break at a point or explode? Huh? Break or explode? నేను అడిగిన సిచ్యువేషన్ చెప్పు నువ్వు. నేను ఇచ్చిన సిచ్యువేషన్ కి ఓకే రైట్. So let me show subtract command. Union command you have seen now, how to join two solids. Now how to subtract a solid surface from another solid. Okay, for that let me take a simple it will be recording. Okay, so I have created a random rectangular shape. First let me extrude this. Some 150 height I have extruded. Okay, so to this let me add a circular thing, 75 radius I have put. So let me extend this 200 depth. Okay, so just see now there are two solids. This is one solid, this is another solid. Okay, I like to remove this portion from the solid. So what you will do, you simply select this subtract. Okay, subtract command. First base solid you need to select. So now it is asking you to select the object. So this is the solid from which you want to remove this portion, this solid portion. Okay, so first you need to select the primary object, primary solid. This is the one. Enter. What is the next one? The object which you want to remove. This is the one. Enter. Okay. It's running low. Okay. అర్థమైందా? మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చేయాలా? అవసరం లేదు కదా. ఓకే, సో నెక్స్ట్ Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Now what we do is, if you want to have common surface which is formed by these two solids, you want to separate it. So how can you do that? Let me make a copy of this. Okay, so what I do, I'll select, this is the option. What is that? Intersect. So intersect option, let me choose. So select object. Enter. Just see what exactly it has kept. The intersection surface, if you want to keep in your object, then what is the option? This is the option you need to choose. Then select this object, this object. Enter. Achina. Control Z. Next, if you want to make fillet edges, already I have shown. Okay, chamfer or fillet. That is intersect. Intersect అయిన portion దానికి ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా అదే అంటే ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా ఆప్షన్ అయితే ఏమీ లేదు. So what you need to do is, you can do one thing. What you have to do, again you generate a profile on the surface, similar shape. So again use press pull command or extrude command. You just drag it. It will make a hole. Something like this. Let it be, I'll show this. I want to make some hole. Okay. So what you do to make the hole in this? Simply use press pull. Purchase in the hole. Like that only you need to do. So then you will have outer. So this profile I'll create first. This profile I'll create. or you just see, I think it will highlight over here, this. Okay, whole వచ్చేసింది. Okay.